Hello everybody, welcome back to Total War Arena. This is a match where I am playing as Arminius, the barbaric cavaliersman, playing light cavalry. I'm the only cavalry on my team, which, I don't know, it's good because I have more targets of opportunity. It's bad because it's good to have at least two, I think, unless your one guy's really, really good. I'm not. I'm actually quite terrible at cavalry, which is why I'm making this video, because I actually do pretty good, I think. Most of my kills don't actually come from my own men, it come from a DC, but that's fine. I'll take what I can get, you know. But anyway, this is on Rubicon. This side of the map is usually the most dangerous when you're on, like, this end of it, because they have a tower and can see over to your side of the river, but you cannot see to their side of the river. So charging in is always a bad idea. Hiding in that forest area is always really dumb because they could just see you with the tower. It's a bad time all around for our guys, so most of our guys just start shifting immediately to the left. Usually when you're playing this, you just know that side's going to be taken by the other team because it's really hard to defend. So a lot of guys like to just fall back. See the siege, the catapults right here have DC'd, so I decided to kind of take over. You can't whip select DC'd guys, which is kind of annoying, but I do take advantage because I know they're at the tower since that flag is up. So I just start manually aiming, and I think I get a hit, maybe one hit. We'll see. Do I get a hit?
We have drawn first blood.
Yeah.
Takes motion.
Get a hit. That guy doesn't get any of that XP because he left, but at least we're doing some damage. We're heading points, you know. Can't fault that. But they start running away from the tower, and they start moving on a lot of guys across the bridge. One of my allies is in the woods in the front. You can't really see it from this, but he has his swords up there hiding in the woods so he can look at the bridge. So then I start using the artillery to rain down on these guys as they cross, because we do have vision, which is very nice to have. And I got them up their tower, so they're not really aware. They're not too aware about what's going to come at them. They can't, with the tower, see all the way back there, so they wouldn't really know. But they already know there's artillery, so yeah. That's really satisfying. Just seeing all those numbers pop, it's pretty fun. But they have spears, so I'm not sending my cavalry in. Basically, my problem when I'm playing cavalry is, then I see these archers in it. Then I'm like, oh, I have cav. But my main problem playing with cavalry is that I rush in way too fast. I am way too cavalier with my cavalry. Usually losing them all before I do any real, like, help to my team. I'll find like a whole crap ton of javelin guys and then charge them, and then the enemy cavalry will come behind me and kill me. That's usually how most of my cavalry games go. This game though, I decided to just hang back, look at the battlefield, see what's going on, which is not really my job as a scout. I should be getting vision on things, but the way that the rest of my team is kind of turtling up, I don't feel bad. I'm pretty fine with it. They're all turtled in the middle and on the far left side of the battlefield here. We're letting them come to us for the most part, and then they push back eventually. So I see these cavalry of the enemy have moved in. I want to move the siege engines out of position from where they last saw them fire from, because I don't want them to get, I want to have some chance of surviving. It's really unlikely that I'll get them completely out of the area because they move so darn slow. But yeah, I do believe I catch and kill all these cavalry, which is very nice for us. Very nice for me. I actually get some XP on my cav before they die. Frenzy up, just to, he's routed, but for some reason he can't run away. So, we got him. Here come their swords. And I believe they have more coming on the right-hand side. So I'm going to clean these guys up quick. And then I'm probably running back to the right. I believe I run back to the right to see where those archers went. But yeah, I'm taking, it's like right when they're about to die, whenever I'm fighting cavalry, they usually like have a second wind and start fighting back real hard. Oh yes, so that guy only had one unit of his cavalry move in, and he came from the back, so I'm actually scouting out to see if he has the rest of his cavalry just hidden. And then I see all these guys running around like jackasses. And I want to get shots off of artillery, but I just can't in good conscience, like, take a shot directly into that because I have more than one allied unit in there. So I start taking shots kind of on the edge because I saw another unit move through. I think they went into the grass though. So here, I just have them just trying to find targets of opportunity with the catapults because my cavalry really aren't doing anything yet because we don't know where their archers are exactly. I don't really want to rush in until I know exactly where they are. And you can see I'm real tempted just to pull the trigger because it's 5 versus 3. And I'm like, is it worth it? Probably not. It's probably. Then I'm like, can I get the edge? No, I'm not going to go for just the edge. And we're firing into our own guys anyway. And there I see where the archers are. So then I take a pot shot, I believe, with the siege, see if I can get a hit off. But then, yeah, get a nice shot on the archers there. So they start falling back a little bit out of actual siege engine range. So then I believe I do bring my cavalry around. See, I didn't even get a hit there because archers move real fast, man. So cavalry, they're gonna come on down, and we're gonna try and take out the bows for my guys because that's a pretty big fight happening right there. They kind of pushed all in. All of the guys who were sitting in the middle of my base are now over there on the right. Everyone who was turtle up on the left is now pushing forward across the river. So they're swooping around on the northwest side, or western northern side. Not totally northwest. They're still in the west, but they're scooting around that way. They're trying to find their artillery and their archers back there. For me back here, I'm just trying to now take out their archers before they discover my pikes or the siege engines. I do want to keep the siege engines alive as long as I can because I want to use them to bait out, like, if it gets down to it and we have very little people on either side, I want to be able to bait out their enemy cavalry with my siege engines, because once you have siege is very, very good at the beginning of the game, but as the match progresses, it gets weaker and weaker unless, you know, the final guys in the enemy team are balled up in one spot. They're kind of useless, actually. But when you have a large enemy force coming, they're really good. So later in the match, siege engines become almost useless. Almost. Not always, but they get worse and worse as the game goes on. So here, this is a really nice charge. I was super happy. I was like, hell yeah, kill all the archers. And this is what I do normally in matches when I'm playing cavalry, but usually it's deep in enemy territory and I get hammered from behind and killed, but now I know I'm safe because I've waited, I've been patient. I let my allies take care of the guys that I cannot kill. And yeah, now we just clean up all these archers, and it feels so good when you do that, especially when you're as bad with cav as me. And I could be running around, I could be running around to the back of the enemy base, but then these guys would still be alive, and these archers would probably pick off those swords. Like, no joke. So I'm glad I got to take them out to keep my side able and ready to destroy the enemy. And right now we are kind of creaming them. It's 1,500 to about 1,000 men. We're not that far ahead on points though. So instead of actually moving all in and just charging into the enemy side to try and help capture, I decided to, you know, scout out the grass over here because they have more guys. I don't know where all their guys went, but they're hiding somewhere. I do believe... Oh, I didn't even turn on my scouting ability. That wouldn't really have helped anyway, but I just start scouting out my own side of the map because right now I'm the only guy on my team besides the AFK guy to even be over here. So it's kind of my job to defend the entire base, which is fine. Cavalry are really mobile, so they're pretty good at that, unless the enemy somehow snuck a whole bunch of pikes, and then we'd be screwed. I see some cavalry back there. They're harassing our archers. I'm not gonna deal with that, it's too far away. But lets me know that there's still cavalry around. At least one player still with cavalry.
Yours to command.
So see if I can actually get some shots off. I see our archers in the middle running away, and I see the pikes coming towards us, so I decided to take some pot shots with the siege engines, and I was going to miss, but then they turned around at the last second and I nailed them. So that's embarrassing for them. Try to get another shot off, but I like when you're controlling enemy siege engines, you don't have access to all their abilities, so you don't like their commander abilities. That's not Caesar though. I actually haven't used that commander. I don't even remember that commander's name. I should play with that guy more so I can familiarize myself with what he can do, but usually when I play Siege, I just play Caesar because he has Fire Faster as an ability for Siege, which is really powerful. So now I just put the Siege engines on basically free fire on these guys because I don't think my enemies, or my allies rather, are going to catch up. And then I see this cavalry running in. They're the cavalry we saw from before. They're going to come after our archers, so It sucks that our archers are gonna get hit, but at the same time, hopefully,
the enemy base.
I'll be able to kill all these cav. I think I do it. I actually don't remember. Charging in when you have a whole bunch of cav is also really intimidating. Yeah, see, he's just running. So I think I just chase him around for a while. Ah, yes, he's the guy. So I see him coming back here. I know he's going for the siege because there's no reason not to go for the siege at this point, and he knows where it is. Any good scout player will just remember where siege engines are. So I start trying to move him, and then I'm like, you know what? If I move him out now, it's not smart. He knows exactly where they are, so I'll just keep him there as bait, and I move my guys up, and I try to find them. He actually runs into those pikes over there that I kept lined up, but he doesn't engage them. Happens in a second here. But it lets me know that what he's doing. He's going through the grasses back here, trying to find my siege. And yeah, there he is. So I chase him for a little bit. Kind of just dicking around at the moment. And while all this is happening, he's not helping his team defeat our archers. So that's fine. We have plenty of archers back there. So I'm perfectly happy keeping this guy busy. Which is a, you know, it's not the best tactic just to delay your enemy, but if you have like one unit of guys left, say, and the enemy has, I don't know, 6, 9 units of cavalry or something ridiculous, and they're chasing you down, it's good to do that. It's good to kite them and keep them, you know, not attacking the objective and not attacking the guys they can actually do damage to. That's how I feel anyway. If I was a lot better, I'd be splitting up my units and trying to find this guy, but, you know, I'm lazy, and I'm already controlling the AFK guy and using him as bait, and oh, there he goes. So I move the pikes towards him, and I move my guys towards him. The siege guys, I think the siege engineers actually live. So I charge in and try and take out his cavalry, and when you do that, you pretty much have him surrounded, like, automatically. And I don't think, yeah. He doesn't live very long. At this point, we're capturing their base, and yeah, that is probably the best game of cavalry I've had, which is sad, because I look at the forums and stuff, and people say if you're not getting 1,000 XP per unit of cavalry per game, you're doing it wrong, and I have no idea how they're doing that. Maybe I'm just not getting lucky, maybe I'm totally crapping it up, which is entirely possible, because I'm known to crap things up, but I'm having fun. It's my favorite commander, my favorite class of unit to play in this game, but I'm just real bad at it. It's really fun to be super mobile, and it's really a good time to just be able to hit and run, but always getting caught out. Man, I just have bad luck, I think. I get caught out more often than not. But anyway, that's pretty much the match. If I remember right, nothing really happens, so I'm probably just going to end it there. We win. Spoilers. 600 to 200 right now, so if we didn't win, it'd be pretty sad. But, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I think I'll see you next time.